These protests have been ongoing in Sindh for the past 2 to 3 months. On February 16th, thousands of people gathered in different cities of Sindh to protest, yet there was no media coverage. The reason is simple. This is an issue-based politics, not a sensational topic that gets likes, sparks gossip, or offers entertainment. This is a fundamental issue that could impact millions of people. The Green Pakistan Initiative is a bold and ambitious project that aims to address some of the pressing environmental and agricultural challenges in the region. By focusing on sustainable development and resource management, this initiative has the potential to transform vast areas of barren land into fertile grounds, promoting both ecological balance and economic growth. However, as with any large-scale project, it comes with its own set of challenges and controversies. The protests were against the Green Pakistan Initiative, a project worth 211 billion rupees aimed at constructing 6 new canals on the Indus River. The plan is to divert water upstream to irrigate the Chalistan Desert in South Punjab and use it for corporate farming. The idea is that this farming will lead to agricultural growth and economic prosperity. However, experts warn that this initiative could cause irreversible environmental damage and severely impact nearly 60 million Sindhis. Various political and social groups participated in the protests, including Awami Tehreek Qawmi Awami Tehreek, the Grand Democratic Alliance Sindh, United Party, Sindh Taraqi Pasand Party, Jamaat-e-Islami, Jamiat-Ulema-e-Islam, and Sindhi Adabi Sangat. Additionally, Sindhiyani Tehreek, a women's movement that emerged in the 1980s against Zia-ul-Haq's regime, also joined the protests. Protesters in Sindh have raised serious concerns, grounded in a deep historical context. They argue that the proposed water projects threaten their very survival, echoing past struggles. Despite the widespread resistance in Sindh, these protests remained confined to social media and received minimal coverage. The protesters argued that the new canals, particularly the Chashma-Jhelum Link Canal and the Taunsa-Panyad Canal, would devastate Sindh's agriculture by diverting its water to Punjab. Farmers fear that their lands will become barren, leading to severe food shortages and further impoverishing a region where a significant portion of the population already lives below the poverty line. The protesters also pointed out that in the past, they had resisted projects like the Kalabag Dam because they saw it as a threat to Sindh's survival. They are now opposing this initiative for the same reason. They demand strict adherence to the 1991 Water Accord, which was established to fairly distribute water among the provinces. The 1991 Water Accord was intended to address the water distribution issues among Pakistan's provinces. However, it has faced significant criticism and shortcomings over the years. On March 16, 1991, the chief ministers of Pakistan's 4 provinces met to resolve the ongoing disputes over water distribution. They agreed to manage the Indus River system fairly, allocating water as follows: Punjab, 55.9 million acre-feet, Sindh, 48.6 million acre-feet, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 8.7 million acre-feet, and Balochistan, 3.8 million acre-feet. Before this agreement, Sindh received about 75% of the Indus water. However, after the accord was signed in 1991, Sindh's share dropped to 40%. The situation has worsened over time, and Sindh is now facing an annual water shortage of 45%, meaning it is receiving nearly half of what it was originally allocated. Despite the formation of the Indus River System Authority, or IRSA, to ensure fair distribution, the agreement has not been implemented effectively. Around 80% of Sindh's agriculture depends on the Indus River, and with such drastic water shortages, the province's economy is in serious jeopardy. The new canals could further exacerbate this crisis, causing damage on a scale never seen before. Throughout history, the Indus River has faced mismanagement, leading to the current crisis. This isn't a problem that just appeared overnight. It has been building up for decades due to a series of poor decisions and policies. The current crisis is not new. It can be traced back to British colonial policies. The British built irrigation canals after 1857 to exploit resources and expand cash crop production, such as wheat and cotton. In 1932, they constructed the Lloyd Barrage, now known as the Sukur Barrage, which irrigated 8 million acres of land, but also disrupted natural water channels, destroyed wetlands, and displaced local communities. Over time, these interventions led to the creation of a new landowning class that controlled both water access and agricultural production. The British converted 26 million acres of barren land into farmland, primarily benefiting their loyalists. After Pakistan's independence in 1947, this policy continued, and between 1960 and 1990, the government built 18 additional barrages and expanded the canal system. While this infrastructure led to short-term agricultural expansion, it also created long-term problems, such as unequal water distribution and environmental degradation. Between 1999 and 2023, Punjab experienced a 15% water shortage, while Sindh's water shortage reached 45%. According to Pakistan Council of Research in Water Resources, Sindh now receives 20% less water than what was agreed upon in the 1991 accord. The consequences of these policies are severe. Sindh's rural population, 37% of whom live below the poverty line, relies on agriculture for survival. Yet, due to water shortages, nearly 18 million acres of cultivable land remain barren. The new canal project could worsen the situation, potentially rendering an additional 12 million acres infertile. Ironically, the Green Pakistan initiative is intended to irrigate just 1.2 million acres in Cholistan at the cost of destroying 12 million acres in Sindh. This raises serious concerns about equity and fairness in resource distribution. Farmers argue that instead of building new canals, the government should focus on increasing water storage capacity, as promised in the 1991 accord. However, rather than improving storage, the authorities are altering water channels, further exacerbating the crisis. The situation highlights deep-rooted structural inequalities and mismanagement in Pakistan's water governance. If these issues are not addressed, the consequences will be devastating, not just for Sindh but for the entire country.